Oakland as the crowds at Oracle Arena look to cheer on the hometown Warriors. With Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, a man who once said he will never write another traditional sports column. Please don't say that. So, Bill Simmons, don't say that.
Well, now you just have to tweet. You need 280 characters, and you can pretend you're a writer.
What do you think of social media?
I actually think for basketball, it's been a huge advantage. And it hasn't been a huge advantage for a lot of other things, but I think it's made basketball a lot more fun. I do worry, though, sometimes that people are just watching their Twitter feed over the games. I still think there's an advantage for people who actually are watching what's going on versus watching people's reactions to what's going on.
Interesting. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, and they played more than just a supporting role. I mean, without their points, it would have been tough to get that role.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Allen in at the 3 spot. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Carter. Levine wide open. He drains the quick shot.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Bill, we've seen the NBA take steps to amend the draft lottery. Any further changes that you might recommend?
The biggest thing I would do is I just don't think you should be able to finish in the top 3 2 years in a row. I think there has to be some sort of schmuck insurance for the rest of the league. I'm fine rewarding the one bad season, but when you're just continuously bad, the year that Cleveland, when they won the lottery 3 out of 4 years, I just thought that was a travesty.
Just didn't feel right, did it?
No, it's just wrong. There's 30 teams in the league, and you have a team that really blows the LeBron James era and just surrounds him with the wrong people, and he leaves, and then really can't stay out of its way for the next couple of years, and they just keep getting the #1 pick. I don't agree with that. I think that's bad. I also thought it was bad that Philly was able to get number 3 and number 1 in back-to-back years, and it's bad that the Celtics were able to get the 3rd pick and then the 1st pick. So that would be the one thing I would do. I don't think it should. I don't think you should be able to successfully fail for multiple years.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Thompson outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Durant. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
So funny. I remember with those scouts how bad they talked about him during his time in the NBA scouting and all that, saying he couldn't lift and coming out of college, and he's gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Look, he powers through for the bucket. He gets a chance to tack on another point at the line.
Now here's Levine. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Portland. Out to Carter. Dunn outside. 4 on the shot clock. Allen passes to Carter. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. Green finds Durant with the second effort, and it's good on the way in. Durant's got 5.
They need to put a body on Durant. He's great at carving out position on the glass.
Carter outside. Pass to Markkanen. Always a spirited debate, Bill, around the NBA. Which team was the best ever? I know you have an opinion on a lot of this.
Yeah, I used to feel really strongly about my opinion on this, but I think basketball has changed so much over this decade that I'm not even positive how you could compare what this Warriors team is versus what I always thought the '86 Celtics were the best team. But the '86 Celtics were built, I always compared it to a hockey team on a power play where you're just trying to get closer and closer to the net and crowd the net. And they were just built around getting layups and the best possible shots. The Warriors are built around math and shooting threes and spacing the floor. And if you took the '86 Celtics and indoctrinated them in that style for 5 years, they all would have been shooting threes, and they probably would have done it better than the Warriors, but I don't know. So I almost have like the before-after with theirs. I think the Warriors are the best team of the math era, but I still think the '86 Celtics were the best start-to-finish season anyone's had. The dark horse for me was the 01 Lakers, the second Lakers team. When Shaq and Kobe, they had won the year before, rocky first few months, and then they figured out whatever they needed to figure out. Phil Jackson probably sprinkled some Zen fairy dust on them or whatever he did, and they just ripped through the league. And they came very close to going undefeated in the playoffs. So that would be my dark horse.
Count it. And it's 6 points for Allen. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. They trail by 3. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Well, their opponents ran some pretty good sets, too. I mean, let's be honest, creating some nice open looks.
Here's Durant. And that one goes long.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And what about the touch on the floater? Levine making a difficult shot look easy.
Curry with it. A 26-point game for him in the win against New York.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Wasted no time on that one. 10 points for Zach LaVine. Draymond Green, everything he brings to the table, his defense, his charisma, his offensive game, a great passing game. Is there a player you'd compare him to?
Well, I have a soft spot for Draymond because we did the courtside show for HBO, the behind-the-scenes finals thing.
Yes.
And he had some of the most unbelievable stuff that we couldn't keep in the show.
No kidding.
Draymond is one of a kind because he's basically a center, but the only other center who's really succeeded at his size was Wes Unseld a million years ago. He's a stretch 5 who doesn't really shoot threes that well, but tends to make them when he absolutely
Steve
has to.
does not want him taking threes.
No.
Not at all.
But when he actually takes them in a big spot, a lot of times they go in.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's a great yes guy.
Yeah.
I think he brings all their alpha. I don't think Durant and Curry are the traditional alphas, and I think he's kind of the bulldog and the
you
let's
need
go
that
guy.
on a good team,
Yeah.
don't you?
And the best thing with him is when he's playing well, they're unstoppable. When he has it, and there's nights, I thought during the 25-game winning streak to start the 16th season, I thought he was incredible. And the intensity that he played with every night was really inspiring. 'Cause-
Triple doubles and
Oh my God.
every category.
Taking on crowds and just, I just love that guy.
The Bulls leading by 10. Dunn kicks to Portis, kicks it out to Allen. Dunn passes to Portis. Allen left side. Shoots from 8. Bank shot, no good.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
They need this. Shots good by Durant. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Plays like that are what make Durant impossible to guard. You just can't deal with this pull-up jumper.
Passes it to Parker. Down low. Here's Allen. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. That's 10 points for Allen.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
And there's the pass to Green. Second shot opportunity, and Durant lays it in. Durant's got 9.
Can't allow that kind of positioning, especially for a guy like Durant. So effective with his length inside.
Bill Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, the WNBA, the G League. A pretty powerful comment to make.
And I hope he's right because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin
Are
Harlan?
you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check.
Sign
As Rasheed
me
Wallace
up.
would say, CTC. Cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
Here's Dunn, following the basket by Draymond Green. Allen, that's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Curry. looking for his first basket still in this one. And the Warriors with some changes. Jerebko's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Curry. Payne, he's checked in for Chicago.
Not everything in the game has an answer, and sometimes all you can do is just tip your cap to Durant when he hits his jumper.
Levine finds Portis. Back to Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Parker. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Warriors trail by 8. Cook, the pass to Jerebko. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Durant against Allen. Over Allen. And the shot falls short this time. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Parker outside. Levine. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
And because of his skill set.
So it's Chicago now. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Iguodala and Green, the duo at forward. And it's Cousins in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Allen over Iguodala. Allen's shot is off. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Knicks. Bill, your long-lost cousin Ben Simmons headlined a tremendous rookie class in 2017. And in fact, people might think it's the best rookie season ever in the history of the league.
A lot of good players. Simmons, Mitchell, Tatum. Do we count Simmons in that class, though? I guess
well, since he won the Rookie of the Year, let's put him in
there.
All
right, we'll put him in there. I think if you come out of a year of rookies and you get one guy who has a chance to be a franchise guy, that's a good thing. We had 3. If you're doing 3 a year for 10 years, you have the most ridiculous league of all time. I think the talent ebbs and flows, and we've had stretches. Like I think last decade, in the 2000s, especially like from about 03 to 07, 08, like we were just short all-stars. We were just short a few guys, and you saw teams like the Nets with Jason Kidd made the finals 2 years in a row, and you saw the Ben Wallace Pistons team actually win the title
with no superstars.
Right, and you saw, in 06, the Pistons. Remember they were on pace to win 70 games. They had 4 all-stars. The league just wasn't that good, and now it's flipped, and it's so loaded. I think from a talent standpoint, as good as any year since 1993.
Wow, that's a big statement.
Yeah, which 25 years ago, we're just loaded with guys who could be Hall of Famers someday, or 8-time All-Stars, things like that. So now you look at this 17 class, and Simmons, Mitchell, Tatum, just right there. That's awesome. I still believe in Lonzo, and I still believe in De'Aaron Fox. I think those guys can be All-Stars too.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Trailblazers really lit up the floor. He scored 32 points and did a great job of moving the ball around on offense, as well as being active on the glass. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin, we'll see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special, but the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of us.
Bill, you've done quite a few player interviews over your life, and I'm sure there are some guys that have surprised you with what they've got to say.
Yeah. I think we're in a really cool generation with basketball players where they're these really thoughtful guys who aren't afraid to share stuff. Some of the guys try to protect their images and their manufactured reputations, I would say, to some degree. But for the most part, the candidness of some of these guys, you can't hide on a podcast. If I have you for an hour, you're not going to be able to dodge stuff. You're going to have to talk.
Well, you challenge people, that's the beauty of the podcast.
Well, and I don't have notes, so I do it I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and we're going. And
That's
you
how
got to be
Larry
ready.
King, that's how Larry King used to do it. Yeah.
So some guys are ready. Like Durant was great. Durant was ready to talk, and we did 5 podcasts, and everything's on the table with him. But my favorites are, somebody like Kyrie came in, really smart, kind of sort of ready to go, but not totally, but then got into it. And those are usually the best ones.
Well, he gets in a good position in the post, and the entry feed is there for him.
The Bulls leading by 13. Dunn kicks to Carter. Dishes to Markkanen. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to Allen. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity. I want to get back to what we were chatting about, Bill, with how today's NBA players are so media ready, whether it be interviews or social media. Your take is really interesting.
I think in general, all these guys, the guys now are so used to talking to people and being in front of people, and they're not surprised by questions, and they know how to handle themselves. They know how to not get in trouble, and they're comfortable. Maybe
they've kind of grown up with you, though, too. You know what? You've been relevant for many years.
Well,
they've grown up with your stuff.
To be honest, a lot of them just know me as the white guy on NBA Countdown. They might not have read me, but they remember like that year I was with Jalen Rose, But what's weird
I
is
think you'd be surprised.
Well, you know this too. When you're on TV, the credibility you get from being on TV, I wasn't prepared for within the NBA.
Oh, really?
I think that's true, yeah. I think it's like, oh, he's on TV, he's okay. And maybe they don't agree with you all the time, but you've passed some imaginary checkpoint with those guys.
Well, you may think that TV was your validation. This is going to be your validation.
Oh, 100%.
2K. This is it. I'm stamping you right now.
This is better than winning a Pulitzer Prize.
And before the ownership changed in 2010, the Warriors franchise really staggered.
Yeah. They staggered to the point that in 2012, I wrote a long column for Grantland about, it was like the 60 reasons you can't blame the Warriors fans for booing their owner on Chris Mullin night. And I went through their whole history since they won the title in '74 of just all the horrible things that happened to them, all the dumb moves they made, all the dumb trades, all the things they never should have done. It was extensive. And after things flipped around, people mail me that article all the time, like, can you believe it? We've won 3 titles in the last 4 years. You just wrote this. It feels like yesterday. And it was. It's one of the most amazing turnarounds of any franchise I can remember.
I'm assuming you're a fan of their front office.
Yeah, very, very smart. But, the pieces were there. When they bought the team, everyone thought they overpaid. And not to toot my own horn because I've been wrong a million times, but I was one of the only people who didn't think they overpaid. I just felt like that market was awesome. I loved their fans. It was in the heart of Silicon Valley. It made sense that they should be a juggernaut, and they had never really had good ownership. And as we learn over and over every year at the Knicks, like, owners matter. They just do.
I've seen smaller guys who are afraid of the contact. But sometimes Steph, he invites.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Durant's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Levine's checked in. Inside, Durant with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Overdone. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. The feed to Allen. In the corner, it's Levine. Back to Allen. 5 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. He dishes it to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Fearless, tenacious scorer. I mean, Durant only needs to see one drop through. I mean, he's feeling it.
Markkanen dishes to Dunn. Carter outside. Dunn passes to Allen. Markkanen kicks to Carter. Durant against Allen. Now the dish to Levine. Here's Carter. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Carter's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Bill, what a pleasure to have you with us. Great as always to hear your thoughts, your commentary. I hope you join us again soon.
I'd love it. Anytime, Kevin. Tell me.
Thank you. And Greg, how much fun is it to have Bill with us? Such a prominent voice in sports journalism and never afraid to speak his mind.
You know, oftentimes when you gain popularity, you become a little more conservative, a little more reserved, but not Bill. And that's why he's maintained such a tremendous following.
So precise off the pass. I mean, this is a shot LaVine continues to knock down time and time again.
Thompson against LaVine. Thompson left side over LaVine. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, there's a lesson for you. Don't showboat. Tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires. Give him that shot again, he'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Green inside. He's guarded by Markkanen. Thompson against LaVine. Thompson left side over LaVine. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. 9 points for Klay Thompson.
Always got to be up on Thompson. I mean, he came into the league with a crazy wetter.
And here is Dunn. Over Green. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, the kind of leadership he provides, the pinpoint passing, we saw it all there on display in that first half.
Well, as a finisher, you're expected to play in that kind of environment because you know you can get the ball at any time.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Dunn and LaVine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at small forward.
Well, one thing you love about Klay Thompson is he's just cool and calm. I mean, he stays in his own lane. Steve Kerr says he's not low maintenance, but he's no maintenance. He plays hard at both ends. He just wants to win, and then he goes home and walks his bulldog Rocco. Well, the Bulldogs, you can't really walk them that much. I wonder if he's picking them. I mean, that's about it anyway.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Durant, that's good. And you look at Klay, not a care in the world.
Well, he's smooth. He has a carefree attitude. It helps in the locker room. I think it also helps him as a smooth shooter. I mean, even if he misses a couple, he's not thinking about it. He just keeps shooting.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Curry looking around, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. And here at the midway point of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young players. You look at Allen, well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I would have to agree. The thing that impresses me most is his mental toughness. He's got the kind of poise that you just don't see in a lot of rookies.
Right block shot, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Allen's got 28.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Curry fires from way outside. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Oh, because of his quick release, so difficult to close up space on Curry.
LaVine kicks to Markkanen to the right side. Pass to LaVine. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Green. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The Bulls leading by 17. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Timeout called the Warriors. We've got so many young, exciting players in the NBA right now, Chris. When you think about the league's best player, the league MVP, in say 7 years, what names come to mind?
That's a great question. You have to think about guys like the Greek Freak.
Or even 5 years. It doesn't have to be that long.
Yeah, but just the potential. I know what you're saying there, Kevin. I mean, Embiid, Ben Simmons, the Greek Freak.
Tatum.
Wow.
I know.
It's just so you could just go to all the young teams and say these guys are next. I mean, all you got to do is look at the rookie, sophomore, the phenom game and just close your eyes and pick any of those guys because you know that they're talent. But yeah, the Greek Freak, Anthony Davis, Embiid, I think those are all safe bets.
6 to shoot. Thompson from long range and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. The Bulls leading by 16. Dunn passes to Carter. Levine kicks to Dunn. Curry with the steal. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to Thompson. And he can't bank that one in. The Bulls have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Levine trying to free himself up. Allen's shot is off. Durant against Allen. Offensive rebound. Overdone. Curry's shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Allen surveying the D. And there's the 3-second violation. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Look at Toronto. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Chicago in second place.
And looking at Chicago, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
Jerebko kicks to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. And the Warriors miss again. The Bulls leading by 16. Valentine dishes to Allen. Inside, Carter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Carter's got 15.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And he's able to get it back. Jerebko can't get it to go. Chicago's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Allen finds Levine over Thompson. Levine can't hit. Golden State's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. The pass to Thompson. Fader on the way. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Every year seeming to get a little more prolific, just a little more proficient, a little more efficient. Thompson, a superstar.
Payne kicks to Allen. Carter, the pass to Payne. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Out to Thompson. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Levine. Over Thompson. And again, Chicago. No good. Warriors trail by 16. To the middle. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins. Skilled at spotting the open man.
The Bulls have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Levine for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
Can't quite find his 3-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
kicks it to Cook. Cousins dishes to Durant. Cousins against Carter. Shoots. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Cousins. Chicago calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Cousins. Outside Durant. He gets that one. Durant's got 14 points now in the second half.
It's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
Down low, it's Green and Cousins. Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. And it's Curry in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. LaVine, good.
Showing off the entire arsenal right now. LaVine so outstanding in scoring in a multitude of ways.
Curry on the wing. He kicks it to Cousins. Carter with the block. Well, they recover it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
That's good from Dunn on the assist by LaVine. And now an 11-point Chicago lead. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the quick trigger on full display. Thompson needs only a little breathing room to fire.
Pass to Markkanen. LaVine against Thompson. LaVine finds Allen. Thompson comes with the double team. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Cousins. They kick it out to Green. Curry on the wing. Durant against Allen. Durant the pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Pass to Markkanen. Carter at the elbow. Back to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. This is to Carter. Durant with the steal. And then Durant with the dunk.
Look, right there, that's not even fair. Durant just showing off his quickness and length on the defensive end. He gets the steal to jumpstart the fast break.
Chicago calls timeout. Kevin Durant in the summer of 2017 took a $10 million discount to help the Warriors retain guys like Iguodala and Livingston. This summer, a new deal.
Well, for a superstar like him, the max salary is already a discount. I mean, Kevin Durant deserves top dollar. And with a team moving into a new arena next year, they can afford it.
Allen shot is off. Warriors trail by 4. Green dishes to Durant. Outside for Curry. Off target with his 3. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Bean passes to Dunn to the inside and slam dunk by Allen.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. On the wing, Thompson. Over LaVine. Thompson misses. The Bulls leading by 6. LaVine with it, guarded now by Durant. Allen against Cousins. Markkanen passes to Dunn. That one goes. Count it.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Warriors have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Curry against Levine. Curry's shot is good.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Levine kicks to Allen. Inside. Here's Dunn. And he drops it in from the low post. Dunn's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting it like he has so far.
Thompson finds Durant. It's stolen by Allen. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Passes to Thompson. To the inside. Cousins. Out to Thompson. Here's the three. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 11 rebounds in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to Allen. There's the pass to Markkanen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
How about Lauri Markkanen? Love his game. Look, he comes from a family of athletes. Both his parents played basketball at a high level. I know he got his game from his mom. She told me that. But his older brothers both made the pro ranks. One in soccer, the one in hoops. His family, skilled.
Cousins dishes to Durant. Back to Cousins. Excellent D there from Allen.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
And Markkanen, from a young age, would spend all day shooting in the backyard. This sounds like you. His parents set a rule. No hoops before 7 a.m. or after 10 p.m.
Oh, man, when can you play then? I mean, hey, you want to play 24 hours. But, yeah, it was just like me. And he'd be out there practicing in sub-zero weather. Those Chicago winters shouldn't be a problem for him.
Clock at 6. Levine kicks to Carter. Knocks it loose. Here's Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Allen. Over Durant. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 7-point differential. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Right at the free throw line. And another basket for Golden State.
He's standing almost 7 feet tall. With that kind of skill, that kind of height, athleticism, his mid-range jumper, he'll always be there for Durant.
Dunn kicks to Carter. Markkanen passes to Dunn. Back to Markkanen. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Allen. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this one.
Well, this is the final season the Warriors will have at Oracle Arena. Almost 5 decades in Oakland. And Chris, as we know, they'll move across the water to San Francisco. No doubt a bittersweet moment for the team and its core of fans here.
Yeah, you just hope that the craziness of the crowd and that loyalty travels. You know, I'm hoping the fans here in the East Bay can make that journey. They deserve to be part of the Warriors story as it continues to be written. I mean, if you've seen what they're doing, though, in the new Chase Center, right on the water, it's going to be special.
He dishes it to Markkanen. Carter inside the 3-point line, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 10-point Chicago lead. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Dunn. It's Chicago with another bucket.
You at least got to honor Dunn's Jay. I mean, he's more than capable of sinking it in from those in-between spots.
Murray finds Cousins. Down low. It's stolen by Carter. It's stolen by Green. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Bulls leading by 12. Allen with it. Now Green defending. Allen passes to Markkanen. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
But they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Back to Durant. Pass to Curry. Shot to stop the run. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Allen.
Well, the big thing was if he had an open look, he drained it. He didn't let any of those easy chances get away from him.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Feeds it to Carter, and stolen by Cousins. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his third. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the